Did you have to deal with a lot of hate online? If so, what effect did that have on your mental health and how did you deal with it? Advice for younger teens.
So this come off Instagram list. This was someone's asked this.
Right.
An actual...
So yeah, I've dealt with hate since it fired up on BG Media when I was 16.
How old was you, going back to your music now, how old was you when sort of all this, this you, Sophie, Aspin, Little T, the BG Media, how old was you when all that sort of kicked off and where did it come from? Was it like...
So I was 16 when I approached BG Media.
Okay.
I'd seen that Sophie was recently on the channel. She was the only girl that was on that channel. So obviously I'd seen that she were on there and I used to watch it and stuff anyway, and I was like, I'm just going to send for it. I just had a spontaneous thought and just went with it. So
really?
Yeah,
that's all it was?
That's all it was. Like, no one, I don't think anyone sort of said, oh, why don't you go on that? You know, it was my own thought and I just thought, I'm going to do this.
So just random. So,
yeah.
so in terms of you lot, because I think, I'm speaking for myself, but I think a lot of people do, that BG Media, for me, you, Little T, Sophie Aspin, and is it Afghan Dan?
Yeah,
he was a bit older than
now.
you, so he's a bit older than you. Like, for me, yous were the faces of that channel.
Yeah, yeah.
So before yous lot started going on that channel, like, or was it already doing well? Do you believe you lot blew it up, or whoever went first? Do you think that definitely brought a lot of attention to that channel, didn't it?
Yeah, it brought a lot more attention. I wouldn't say it got that popular because of me being on there, but it did bring a lot of attention to it because it was like two girls on it now, two girls sending for each other. So I think me and Sophie was just like the talk of the town sort of thing when we were both on there. But yeah, like Little T, he was known obviously with his inappropriate language that he'd say about sisters really young, and this and that. So yeah, I think a lot of it, with the attention it got so much attention because of we just didn't care. We didn't care what we said. We had no filter. We just went in.
This is what I mean, and it's like when you say about Little T, because I know what thing you're on about. Cause it turns into memes and that. And it's funny. It's not good, but you're that age. You don't even know what you're saying. You don't even know half the words you're using. Some people can't really be mad at it, but do you not look back now on some of the stuff you said, and especially the way the world is? We're literally just talking off cam. Do you not look at some of the stuff and think, bloody hell?
Yeah,
you know
but then
I mean?
You think how like different life is now. You could say stuff like, obviously it's bad to say stuff like that, but like I was saying, with what me and Sophie used to say, calling each other this and that. I saying about being transgender, but it was a laugh back then.
Of course it was.
It wasn't saying.
No, I agree.
Or anything against transgender people. I was just saying, oh, you look transgender. You look a bit like a man. Rather than, oh, yeah, I'm being homophobic.
No, yeah, you definitely
transphobic
wasn't.
Or whatever.
I agree, you wasn't. It was just, and literally young. When we're at that age as well, there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of areas we're so uneducated in, and we just go and say the first thing that comes to mind that sounds offensive.
Yeah.
I know it's not probably the best thing to do, but it's part of growing up, innit? But you are right.
I think the bad thing with Jack as well, obviously, I don't know if you want to, we can still put this in, but I think with us being so young as well, like it shouldn't have been allowed, half of the things that went on, with especially Little T saying what he said, there was nothing like, oh, do you think you should be saying that? Or...
No, a little bit more guidance.
Yeah.
We're getting laughs off, can we?
Just the things that were said, like obviously me saying, oh, giving blowjobs, this and that, like it's tame really, but like some of the things that people said, it were like, he weren't asked about it. All he was asked about was getting his money, so.
So he's the one that runs BG Media?
He was the one, yeah.
Was he young at the time?
No, he's in his 30s.
In his 30s. Each to their own, like, it's like you say, some people, again, the internet, a lot of channels, a lot of platforms, clout is what brings attention.
Definitely.
It's good clout and it's bad clout. Me, with the way I like to run, LAB51 and this podcast, like I told you off cam, I want you to view it. I like to put things out where you're comfortable. We build our relationship. You'll come back again, and there's good credit here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not with making anyone look stupid. I don't think it's fair. putting people out. And you should always vet, especially if you've got young ones, you know, under your wing coming on your channel. They're going to look at you like you're doing them a favour.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Definitely,
I mean?
yeah.
He's going to put me on the channel doing this, when really it's the other way around. But you should definitely watch what you put out. I don't think it's affected you, has it, really? You're grown now,
because people are like, oh, do you regret it? Do you regret it? It's like, no, because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for that. Everything happens for a reason, so just got to embrace it, really, haven't you?
Yeah, it definitely, only goods really come off it, because again, like...
I don't have to, I can spend more time with my little girl. I don't have to have a 9-to-5 job. I don't have to work all these hours, you know. I do put graft in, but I can still sometimes work while I'm with my little girl, you know.
Yeah,
so,
there's a bit more freedom.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the goal with a lot of people, financial freedom. Like they'll jump on this music route or this entertaining route, and it's the aim of the game is, like I say, financial freedom. Some people, though, like we spoke before, like they're thinking more of, can't wait to be famous, everyone wants pictures with me, my Instagram's gonna blow up. You've got that, so you're in that position of, you know, you're doing all right in terms of the financial side. Would you, on the other side of it, is that sort of what you should be excited about? What's it like? You want to nip to the shop for a bottle of milk, you're rushing in the morning, everyone wants a picture. Like, tell us a bit about that. What's that like?
Yeah, so it's like, I remember once when I went out for a meal and it was just on a normal Wednesday, getting a curry or whatever. And I'm sat there trying to eat my food, and these little kids were going past and they were playing my song. So it was me, my boyfriend, and my little girl. And we were out there and they were just kept going past, like with the phone, and I was just like, I'm getting quite annoyed now, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they're only kids, do you know what I mean? And then they're coming over, hi, you okay?
Was he trying to get your attention, do you think?
Yeah. But, you know, I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for them, so.
Oh, yeah. And it's all right to get annoyed, like, this is the thing as well, like we spoke about, I think, as, you know, you're a celebrity to some. People are look up to you, like others look up to, like you look up to someone else. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're always massive to someone, small to someone else. Everyone views us different, don't they? So I think when you're in sort of that public eye kind of thing, you know, you sort of got a good following. It shouldn't be, but it's kind of almost like you're not allowed to have a bad day. You're not allowed to, you know, a day like, for instance, you could be going through it, you're not in the mood today, you could be hungover, who knows how you feel that day, and then you're in the shop, someone wants a picture, you put on a face fit, smile for the camera, but now you've got a queue because everyone's clocked it, it's Millie. If you now go and say, sorry guys, or you, like I say, we snapped our loved ones, we have a little,
of course,
we do it, we're human, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if you do that, do you feel like you really have to walk on eggshells because of how it'll be portrayed and how it'll be put out to the public?
Definitely, yeah. There's this one girl, and she'll always get screen recorded when she'll do a live or something, and they're always there waiting for her to mess up. So she were having like a bad day once, and she just said something on a live. She was saying she was going through something, and someone's basically commented saying that they can relate in some way, and she was like, but you don't, because you don't know what it's like. Yeah. And someone from that's been like, you don't know that her family members just died of cancer, you know, just something stupid like that. And she's like, how was that, you know, it's just like they're waiting for you to mess up. Yeah, so
exactly. And that'll be like, it's a lot of meme pages and that. You know, they're the way they operate. It's a business, isn't it? Yeah. You've got a really, you know, popular Instagram, YouTube channel, it becomes a business, it's your livelihood. And if you're basing it off that sort of, it's like news, for instance, they want to be the first to report it. Of course, and it needs to be engaging. So your headline is important and the thumbnail is important. So it's a lot of these channels, it's catch them saying something they shouldn't. Yeah. Let's catch him, no one wants to see him just rapping or singing or dancing. They want to see him falling or flopping or flipping, fumbling the words, they've drank too much on stage. You want to catch him at the worst, which is sad really, isn't it?
Yeah,
it'll get more, like if you help some old lady across the road, 9 times out of 10, if someone did film it, it won't go as well as if you kick the old lady across the road, sorry. Do you know what I mean? It's bad though, isn't it really? Yeah. And that's definitely the world we live in.
You can do 101 good things. That one bad thing you do, that it defines you.
Exactly.
But it doesn't, you know, it shouldn't anyway.
No, yeah, you're very right. And people, again, tend to, like you say, you could have, you in the shop, you don't know, you're at JD, you have a picture with 100 people. the one person is the one that's going to hit the net and go viral. Millie B didn't have a picture with this fan, the fan that pays the bills. And tell me, did you not show beforehand, not led up to this? I've been there an hour, I'm already late. Do you know what I mean? Can't, you'd be there all day, which is, it is mad.
Yeah, it's hard, but you're the bad one if you complain about it, because it's like, oh, you've got money, so you should be happy. You know?
Exactly. You've got money, everything. So you should be happy. It's not, money isn't everything.
Not
you know, if you go out and spend £1,000 on a night out, you're still waking up with an hangover. Do you know what I mean? It don't make any difference.
Might have been happy at the time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean, you know, you're going to be happy all the time. You know, there's people out there that have probably got millions and millions and they're lonely. You know, it isn't everything, is it?
So that's a good topic, that, like, for you, when you're talking about sort of, you know, money and fame and stuff, what is it for you? Like, what would be sort of in life now? What makes you happy? What would, like, the goal in your head? It's nice to have money in it, but like, what would be the perfect life for you? Just having a house, you know, that I can actually buy. And then my little girl's financially stable then, you know, for if anything happens to me. And to just like make memories, go on holidays and stuff. You know, I'm not about buying the best bag or buying, you know, I'd rather make memories, you know. There's a thing that like Tyson Fury said, and it's like, oh, I'm not going to have that bag in 20 years, you know. We're all going to die, so why not make the most of your life, you know. Exactly. I agree with you. Memories last, don't they? They age, definitely. But they age well. Remember that time when we was kids? Remember that time when we went here? That £1,000 bag, next week they brought a newer model out. Now your £1,000 bags.
Yeah. You've got the old version.
It's mad, innit? But I've just paid £1,000 for this.
I've still got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the 15's out already.
Exactly. Still takes a picture and I can still make a phone call. Like, what is the difference? iPhone are the worst for it because they literally don't do much.
They just change like the slightest bit to the camera or something. Exactly. It's like a grand era.
It's mad, isn't it? Remember when they took the glass off it, made it metal? Now they've gone back that way again now. There's glass on the back. No, it is mad. So yeah, I agree. I'm a bit like myself. Like I think in terms of what makes me happy, I'm like you. It's little things, innit? Like I like to travel.
Do you?
Yeah, I like to travel, and that's what would me personally, if I sort of had the money to be able to sort of travel, I want a house myself, but that's probably another topic. But have you looked into buying a house? The mortgage rates and whatnot, it's crazy.
It is crazy, yeah, and I think it's quite hard for someone like me as well. I've spoke to other people about with my like job role. Very hard, like even renting a house, I've really struggled in the past to rent a house. Yeah, because like, oh well, where's your money coming from? Oh, well, I get royalties. Well, you know, they just want to know the ins and outs. They fluctuate, don't they, bro?
That's the problem. It's the same with me. Like, you know, I've looked at property and that over the years, and then they want wage slips. They want it to be consistent. They know if you're going to get a mortgage, stuff does hit the fan, you can afford to carry on paying it. And when you show them sort of royalties fluctuate, even if they're fluctuating but they're always high, they just look at it as there's no credit there. It's annoying, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people will get a job just to build up that credit.
Yeah.
I had a cameraman that worked here, funny enough, brilliant cameraman, and he had to get a job. I was like, bro,
you're doing all right, yeah?
I'm sorry, I'm tired, man. I'm working all day. I'm like, I know why he's doing it though, but it's funny when we chat, it's like, I'm just, another 6 months, I need to do another 6 months of consistently getting these wages and these wage slips, so that then when I go to the, you know, he's got his money for his deposit and stuff, but they just won't.
That's what I mean, but like, back then, let's say 10, 20 years ago, you could go in and with the money and they wouldn't say nothing about it, would they? You'd be able to get it.
Times have changed. It's just the way things are. Credit is important. And
you've got fraud, this and that and everything, haven't you? So
it's a mad one. So then, should we ever go next jar again or what?
Yeah.
No one.
We've waffled on for quite a bit then, haven't we?
I told you, this is what happens, this is what I was saying to you. We'll come on with all these ideas that we'll touch about, and we'll sidetrack and talk about houses. Okay, this is good. Music influence, where does it come from? If you remember.
So, my mum used to play Eminem as I was growing up, so I've always listened to him. As I started getting into my teens, I used to watch Leisha. Lady Leisha.
Ah, okay.
So all the Queen speeches and stuff, like brush your teeth, like I just used to chant along to it and stuff.
That makes sense with how you were, because it's very like, it's semi-insulting, isn't it? It's like sassy.
I wanted to be like cheeky and funny with it, keep my personality, whereas like some people go a bit too serious, don't they? So yeah, that's where I sort of got that inspiration from, was Leisha. And then I split up with my boyfriend and writ some bars about him. And then that's when I went on to BG. It was like, oh yeah, I'm all right at this, you know. I got a bit too confident and just went for it.
So Lady Leisha. Nice, I like it. Let's get another one. It's good, this is a good jar, this. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to start putting questions in there myself, little curveballs.
Yeah.
Like this one. Alright, here's a good one. This will keep us chatting. Career highlights and what the future holds then. Like, where do you want to take it? Your memories of it, what do you think?
Career highlights. So one of them's actually, I was on Tipping Point the other week.
I seen it. I actually seen it. Didn't see it. I seen it.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, but
it was
like,
on my TikTok or my Instagram. That might have been where you see it. Or did you see it on telly?
I think I've seen it on it. I can't remember where I stumbled across it. It might have been, because Tipping Point, it's just it's one of them things that just plays in people's houses.
Yeah, in the background.
But yeah, it's like, I was like, no way, but how did that feel?
I just couldn't believe it, to be honest. So my uncle was sat watching it, and it's just come up with a question about Millie B, the famous rapper, grime artist and YouTuber. A song went viral in 2020. What was the name of the girl or something? So it was like, or what was the name of the song? And my uncle's like mouth just dropped. He's like, so he's got on the phone to my mum. My mum told me. And I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was more buzzing about that than the Kim K thing, to be honest.
I was just going to say to you, the Kim K.
I was like, because there's one thing being on Tipping Point, but being a question.
It's massive, because it's like, I would have thought, like, whoever writes Tipping Point questions, they're going to be sort of broad.
Yeah, definitely.
Very broad, worldwide, that you actually have a really good chance of knowing it. Even if it's really deep in history, like, I don't know nothing about that, but there's a chance a lot of people do. But with that, like, Millie B, BG Media, there's an audience in there, and it's like, did they get it right?
She didn't, nah.
That would have been good.
She went, I wouldn't know. She was dead cocky about it, so she like, wouldn't know.
Maybe she did and she don't like the way she's cocky.
Yeah, maybe she's a Sophie Aspin fan.
Yeah, probably. I would have been buzzing myself, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's a good one. But Kim K then, because I was literally, when I said this, and I thought, try to remember Kim K, because we'll go past it and I have to bring it back later. But it's been on my mind. How did that feel? What happened with Kim K for the people who don't know?
That was crazy, to be fair. So I woke up one morning to just loads of messages, and I was like, have you seen Kim K's video? I was like, no, just woke up. So I went on it, and she was doing the chav makeup. So that's like the trend on TikTok, where you'll do my song and do chav makeup.
Okay.
And that's what she was doing.
She was actually doing it.
So I like duetted her and stuff. And it did help, like, with me getting myself out there a bit more, because that's the thing, it'll go a bit quiet and then fire back up. Someone will do a video to it, it'll fire back up, and then that's just how it is, and it's been like that for a few years. But yeah, it did help me. So.
I think we was chatting about this as well off camera, me and my missus, the other day. It's funny, innit? So Instagram, you didn't used to be able to boost. You had followers, you had results.
Yeah.
Now boost comes into play.
Weird, isn't it?
I didn't need boosting. Why do I need boosting now?
I don't want to pay to boost my own videos. You should be doing that for me.
If I've got the followers, but I feel like they've brought the algorithm in so that you need to boost.
Yeah.
So now everyone will get frustrated and boost. Because you've probably done it yourself years ago. I used to look at people's followers and think, bought all them.
You've bought all them, definitely, yeah.
But now I understand the algorithms, I think, I understand how you feel, bro, it's fine.
Yeah.
You probably didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like you say, TikTok's done it. And I think maybe where we might go wrong, you know, if you ever do Zabo with the boost feature, it's got you then. It knows you're interested in it. So
I have boosted my videos, and it's had like, what, 2,000 views. I'm like, I've really just paid 15 quid for that.
Rude, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, because that's what you do. It's forcing you to pay for views when we shouldn't have to do that. I mean, they are genuine, because it's showing it, it's pushing it in front of the eyes that are there, but Oh mate, it drives it, honestly, I could sit here talk all day about this algorithm stuff because it proper frustrates me.
Yeah, it's frustrating because people have to rely on their views to pay the bills.
To pay the bills,
you know,
exactly.
If they've not got the views, how are they going to get like brand deals? How are they going to get out? You know, that's just what it is, isn't it? Your views are a big thing because you get so many different things from your views, don't you?
When you are at that point where you are a creative that understand monetization and what it's like, you say, it does go back to views. And when you're first starting out, views, it's just exciting. And no way I got 50k, no way I got 100k, but you don't understand the back end of it. But then when you sort of start taking it serious, your views really do, like, it's right, I need them now. Like, why are you doing this to me?
I think it has a big impact on your motivation as well. Like, I'll still carry on posting, you know, and I said that in the video the other day, it won't stop me posting, but just don't give you that motivation and get up and go. If you're getting loads of views and your account's popping, it makes you want
to create content, doesn't it? No, and again, it's funny you say that. So I'm the same. Like, sometimes I won't be posting on the gram as much because you're thinking, what's the point? You're frustrating me. You can put all this time and effort into some content, a decent thumbnail, you know, just even what you're writing, and then it doesn't work. So do you think with that then, the mental side of sort of, because it's creatives, we're all creatives, whether you're a podcast host, an artist, singer, rapper, dancer, we've put it under one bracket now. It's like creative in it. One title, we're creatives in the creative industry, and we all sort of merge, and there'll be times when we link together, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a lot of mental side, you know, there's a lot of mental health in creative, in the creative industry, music, dance, whatever. Again, do you think social media plays a big part in the mental side?
Definitely, yeah. I feel like, you know, girls will be able to relate to this, but when you first go on Instagram, all you're seeing is half-naked women. You know, they've got all these thousands and thousands of views. That's why they've got it, because they're half-naked. You know, like, you don't know what is real nowadays. No, you know, you've got all this face app editing, this and that. It's scary for my daughter to grow up into this world because I know how it can make me feel. You know, it's just, I feel like it's only going to get worse, really.
It is, I believe that as well. I think for me, like, social media is probably one of the worst things that's happened to us as a race, as a human race. It's because it runs the world, literally. If you're a business owner, you can forget that business if you're not prepared to jump on your phone and open an Instagram account or Facebook or whatever, but then one leads on to the other, and then you've not just got the battle of trying to get Instagram posts seeing you on Twitter, then Facebook, then all these others, YouTube, and it's just a vicious cycle. It can be demotivating. There's a lot of time and effort and money that goes into it, and then if you're going to start from, you know, scratch now as well, whilst it's already all kicked together, it's probably the hardest time to start. Like yourself started before the algorithms that really got people in a chokehold. But to start from scratch now, it's like, if you're working 9 to 5, you've got to find the time to create, post, and start battling for flipping subscribers. And honestly, mentally draining. Isn't it?
Yeah, another thing as well is I've spoke about this to a few people, but YouTube used to be the thing back in the day. So you'd like with BG Media, everyone would be on there waiting and stuff. So when I did this Kim K video, the reply to Kim K doing my video, the Meant to Be song, before it was released, I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna do really well. Like I knew it had potential. Yeah. So we put it on YouTube, and it's not even got 200,000 views yet. And that might seem a lot to some people, but when I've got all these, like, say when I posted the teaser on TikTok, it got over 2 million views. Why aren't over them 2 million views? Why aren't them people seeing that? You know, they're looking at the teaser. Why wouldn't they want to just click a link and go over? But I think it's laziness as well.
It is laziness. I think you have to make it easy for people. So I remember do you remember when Instagram, you had to have 10,000 views to do the swipe up now? That was sort of the strive 2 point. I need 10K so we can do swipe up. Because again, if you want someone to engage in a video over on YouTube, don't say the links in my bio, it's too hard for them. You need to be able to just go, boom, we're
So
here.
you can't do that on TikTok. You have to put it in your bio. There's no actual link you can click on a video apart from going to like a link in your bio rather than putting it in the caption or something. There's no like clickable link unless you put it in the comments and got them to copy and paste it. But then still you're getting them to do things.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah. You need to make, because there's that many people at it, they can swipe and have forgot about you already, because it's just, it's addictive. Social media is so addictive. We're all guilty of it. I'll be there sometimes and I think, I need to go to work. I've just literally gone up and down and there's nothing educational. There's nothing that's benefiting me. I've just watched the same. It's like I'm pulling it up and down like that to refresh it. There's nothing new. What you're doing, put your phone down. Do you know what I mean? You've got places to be and it isn't good. But again, with the Instagram, swipe up now, I used to do little things like swipe up now to listen to the track, and then when it goes next, I'd say, you didn't swipe up, what are you doing here, go back now. Like engage with them. Like put a little bit of writing, or I'd be on the screen. You just went past that post, didn't you? On purpose to see if it worked, and it did work.
Did it?
Because I felt like they must have thought, oh, I'm not watching them, but it felt a bit like, and then they'd scroll again, he's done it again, bro, go back. I tried it and it did work, and it was good. Because you can look in how many people swiped up. Definitely worked, and then they took the swipe up now feature away, and anyone can put a link in now, can't they? But the link's not as effective to swipe up. I don't know what it is. To swipe up now, it used to sort of dance at the bottom of the screen, didn't it, for you to swipe up. Now it just says link. It's definitely not as effective.
No.
And as a creative, you might be doing really well on social media. Your Instagram, millions of views, but then you go and look at the YouTube and it's struggling.
Yeah. Definitely,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone used to love YouTube back in the day. I think now it's just TikTok's taken over. You've got your Spotify, you've got your Apple Music. People would just prefer to stick the tune on and put the phone in the pocket or something, wouldn't they? But I think a video just makes the song.
No, it does.
Obviously a lot of time not a lot of time, but I did the video and I thought it had potential because I feel like it just made the song 10 times better with it having that video. And just people went, so is that all right then?
Well, again, all the effort you put into a video, the money, and Spotify, I think, allows you to upload videos now, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a new feature.
Oh, right. No, I didn't know that.
There's something new. Have a look at it. And again, it's taken away. YouTube must sometimes look and feel threatened, because they must feel threatened in a way because they've introduced Reels, which is similar to
everyone's
shorts,
just copying everyone,
like
aren't
Reels.
they, at the moment?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? But is it? It's shorts.
It's like TikTok's got stories now.
Yeah,
from Snapchat. Obviously, Snapchat started off with stories.
Snapchat,
didn't they?
I think Snapchat was the first. It's sad, really, because they all had the unique stamp. What they did. Now they've just all sort of merged, and Instagram lets you upload flipping however long hours videos. Instagram's, you can upload for ages on Instagram. It used to be 60 seconds. I don't know, I've got someone over there on a laptop giving me a boost to pull out another question. The jar. Pull out this half a flipping book here. Reality TV. Would you do it? If you would go on any show, what would it be?
Tipping Point.
That was easy, we walked into that one. Tipping Point. And to be fair to you, is that the whole Blackpool side of things? Because the coins, it's like literally
the slot machines, like the arcades, isn't it? Yeah. Nah, I'm only joking. I don't actually know.
Are you a fan of it?
I won't say I'm a fan of it, but I'll watch it if it's it's something you can just put on in the background and just look at now and again. I don't full on sit there watching it though.
I've never been a big fan of reality shows. Reality TV is like Big Brother and stuff like that, where it's allegedly reality.
Yeah. I'd like to go on I'm a Celeb. I think that'd be good.
You'll probably get a shout if you're getting called out on flipping Tipping Point and the rest of them. And do you ever watch I'm a Celeb and think, I don't even know you? I mean,
where have you come from?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's because you won't. I don't think you'll get a celebrity out there peak on there.
No.
It's sort of there'd be too much money, won't there?
Yeah.
I think I'm a Celebrity's got to be one of the best ones though.
Definitely.
Just for the bush tuckers. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When they've got to go around all the bugs and whatnot. I don't think I'd fare well on them.
I'm scared of spiders anyway and stuff, but it'd be good. It'd be a good challenge.
Yeah, definitely. I remember once years ago, I think it was Katie Price went on.
Yeah, she did.
And Katie Price is really she did a lot of hate, but a lot of love. But a lot of people that watched that, I remember, changed their whole perception of her because of how she was.
Because she's real, isn't she?
It can be good for you.
Yeah.
As someone in the public eye, I think reality TV can either work really in your favour, or it can go really well against you. I seen Vinnie Jones on Big Brother once, and I thought, I know Vinnie Jones, but I'm used to Vinnie Jones acting. He's always in the gangster films. And
Did you not like him when he
No.
No.
I was thinking, this isn't Vinnie. I've been watching him put people's heads in car doors on flipping lock, stock and snatching. Nice. Serious, like, this isn't Vinnie. He was a gentleman in a way, like he was quite laid back. And I thought, this isn't him.
Yeah, people have said to me, like, before I went on TikTok, they've seen that 3-minute video of me and thought, you're just a bitch, you. What are you saying about Sophie? Do you know what I mean?
They would do.
And then since I've been on TikTok, someone's commented, oh, I actually thought you were a bitch. TikTok's made me view you very differently now, you know. So it's like, you shouldn't judge, but I suppose I can't blame them for having the views. This did sound very cocky back in the day. But.
Oh yeah, of course. Sophie Aspin then. Let's talk about Sophie, because he's cool now, yeah?
We're all right, yeah. We're both doing our own. We don't speak.
Don't speak.
No.
But there's
people
no
like to stir the pot though sometimes
do.
on social media.
But it's important for yous, you know, you understand social media music in that scene. So it's probably. Do you think? I don't know. Can you speak for Sophie? Are they successful in stirring this pot, or you both know like?
Probably successful in stirring it, because things have like gone on and been said. And instead of like confronting me normal, like, oh, is this true? It's like, I'll make a video about it. You know, that's just how things are nowadays. But
it's social media.
It's clout. It's what people want. So.
It's clout. It's engaging. There's probably, again, I can't speak for Sophie, but she probably knows what they want. So she probably purposely does that. She probably sits there thinking, I'm not bothered, but we'll give them a bit of what they want, because a lot of creators, again, artists, they work behind closed doors together. Let's give it them. Let's put on this facade and, you know. Yeah,
definitely. People do it, like, they'll have breakups. Like, people, you'll see a couple on TikTok and they'll break up and it'll be like, oh, their accounts are like popping now because they're both like lurking about, you know, they'll go onto the profiles and want to see like what the next gossip is. And half of it, it's like, it's not even true. It's like just made up, you know, and you can tell.
There's a film on Netflix, won't go too into it, but it's called Accused. I told you to watch it. I'm saying this for these, or watch it. I won't go too in, basically it's just showing you about how effective the internet and social media can be in a negative way, because it can be effective in a positive way. So how, like, sort of people are influential, do you know what I mean? And if one person, like, say for instance, as a prime example, you was with someone and he's flipping, I don't know, he's left you and he's took your car. You go to Facebook, flipping, this guy's my ex-boyfriend, he's took my car, you put a post up, if you see him, return it. What does everyone do? They start sharing that post to get your car back. When really, how do we know you just think, I'm going to get you in loads of shit now? Because I know everyone will share it because they see the bad guy. When really, you could be the bad one, just there could be malice in it, do you know what I mean? And that's sort of what that shows is.
Right, I'll love a watch of
people keep sharing this post about this alleged terrorist and he's done nothing wrong. And then the lynch squad come looking for him. It is good. It gets to a point where it gets a bit like horror movie and you sat there thinking, come on now, a bit far-fetched. But if you watch it, it's an eye-opener, and I hope people take from that don't share everything you see if someone's, you know, sharing this bad guy and this, that and the other. There was something in the park the other day and it said, seen this guy with his phone out in the park sharing near a kid's park, but to me it looked like he was on FaceTime. Could have been taking a picture of the scenery or something. It looked like he was taking a selfie, but and there's two angles to everything. If you take it from the other side, there's a picture of one of the brothers, is it Harry? Yeah, Harry, Meghan, the ginger one. And he's going like that. But if you look on the camera on the other side, do you know what I mean? If you see that, but then that's that camera angle now, but the other, from the other angle is throwing up the finger.
The peace sign.
Do you know what I mean? Hey, okay, whatever it is, and it was like, wow, perception, different camera angles, and it's what you're looking for, innit? If you go out there looking for that side of it, that's what you'll find. But if you're kind of open-minded,
Yeah, that's quite true, that, because I shared a picture of a dog on Facebook the other day, and it looked like it had full on been battered, the dog. So I've automatically just shared it, and someone put, you should know, it's a scam basically. They'll get loads of people to share that post, and they'll change the caption. Once they've got loads of shares and likes and stuff, they'll change it to something else, like click this link, and because it's had loads of engagement, it looked like people have been doing it like it's legit.
No way.
It's crazy,
you see what I mean? You have to be very careful with online, because that is literally what people will do. Yeah, it's a scary place. The internet's a scary place. You can write some for the next guests.
Did you have to deal with a lot of hate online? If so, what effect did that have on your mental health, and how did you deal with it? Advice for younger teens.
So this come off Instagram. This was someone's access.
Right.
An actual.
So yeah, I've dealt with hate since it fired up on BG Media when I was 16. So I've dealt with it for 7 years, like people hating me and whatever. But what you've got to think of is, no matter what you do in life, you're always going to have haters. People are always going to be jealous. They're going to try and bring you down and stuff. If it's what you want to do, then go for it, you know. But I think that's just the way of the world nowadays, you know. It isn't how it used to be. People get too brave on the phones. Half of the things people say to you nowadays, they wouldn't dare ask you in person. People comment, oh, how much money do you make? Would you go up to someone in the street and not ask how much they make? No, you wouldn't.
Social media's made it easier to you to be big and bad, and comments,
definitely.
voice notes. Don't even know who's on the other end of the screen, which is sad.
But yeah, definitely. I'd just say, just you do what you want to do, and speak to someone as well. If you are going through hate online, speak to someone. Don't bottle it up, because that's the worst thing that you can do. Speak to someone, you know, and try and get a little bit of support, or even message me. I'm here.
That's nice, guys. See, the inbox. A lot of people's inbox is open. Again, it's just sad that you get swarmed with so much. Don't know what your inbox is like. I get people trying to sell me followers and likes daily. It doesn't matter.
Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not replying back to you.
The genuine ones get lost in all that, don't they?
But I've had like ones where they've said they've helped me with the mental health and stuff like that, which is one of the reasons why I continue to do it, you know. I think if it was all negative, I'd be like, right, I don't think no one likes me now. But the good, definitely, it outweighs the bad, definitely. Because I'd say I have got a lot of haters, but I've also got a lot of supporters as well, so...
You're doing well. When you're doing well, you're going to have haters.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
You know, it's just, again, it's the way of the world. But it's how you use them. Can you use them to your advantage, or you can let them get to you?
I just say the haters are the motivators. They just make you want to do better. Like,
there's a slogan.
I actually buzz off it. That's my toxic trait, and not everyone can be like that, but I think it's because I've dealt with it for so long. Like, people just feel like, you're just not arsed, are you?
I think that's a plus.
If you're going to comment, so that's probably something I've heard 50 million times anyway. There's nothing you can say that I probably ain't slated myself for. I'll say that I look like a chav back then, and I had shite makeup and stuff, you know. I'm not arsed. I'm sure we all did at 16.
No, it's good. I think as well that's something for you to take on board if you are looking at coming in this creative world, social media. Be prepared for that. If you can prepare for something, it don't hit you as hard, does it?
You've got to be very strong-minded to sort of be out in the public, you know, because people just aren't nice nowadays. But
it's a sad world, and it do well, like you say, you'll get the good and the bad with it. And you'll find a lot of the people behind them accounts giving you abuse. They haven't got a DP, so don't worry.
Yeah, they've not even got a profile picture. They've got 2 followers, and the name's user 56734.
Very true.
So but don't let what I've just said put you off. If you are wanting to do like music and, you know, be in the creative environment, do whatever you want to do, don't be put off by what I've just said, you know, but just be prepared.
No, I think that's good. I think that was probably the best question to pull out.
Yeah, it was a good ending.
Very well put. It was good. That'll be one of the ones you'll probably put on your flipping TikTok, won't it?
Yeah.
Where you do it sounds really inspirational. I can hear the music behind it already. Oh yeah.
I know, like a piano in the background.
No, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Like I say, I've watched some podcasts and they're hours and hours long, and I think I like the more shorter ones where you can get in, get out, and look for a part 2.
Definitely, because it puts you on a bit of a cliffhanger sometimes, doesn't it? Like, can't wait to watch more.
Exactly, so we will, I don't know, we'll give it a while, let you know, progress more.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty more to come, and maybe next time you come on, you'll have seen her on Tipping Point, and we can tell her if it was any good. But yeah, Millie, high five. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.